yo compré una seta pa' fumar. En ti no paro de pensar, es que no te quiero olvidar.
No estás entendiendo lo que te estamos queriendo decir.
Desde que tú no estás me va muy mal. Solo quiero que regreses, que sin ti no puedo. Pero eso si tú quieres. Tú eres pa' atrás si tú me quieres. Pero si tú no quieres, a mí me sobran las mujeres. Recuerda que de amor nadie se muere. Nadie se muere después que lo supere. Tú eres pa' atrás si tú me quieres. Pero si tú no quieres, a mí me sobran las mujeres. Recuerda que de amor nadie se muere. Nadie se muere después que vivimos floquilero, pero estamos late. Tú has visto los chequetos de 36. Yo te voy a dar par de días de break pa' que vires conmigo y te como el steak. Ya no estamos HD, ahora estamos Blu-ray. Fumando high dentro de un X6, echando un poco de spray. Mami, evita el delay. Yo amanezco el condado con otra comiendo frutita y pancake. Hey, hey, yo sé que tú me quieres, yo también te quiero. Si algo te pasa en la calle me muero. Dale vuelva a casa y recoge el reguero y pichea los cueros. Porque gracias a ti ya no soy pistolero. Por culpa de tu orgullo que me desespero. Si quieres regresa, bebé, sabes que yo te espero. Tú eres pa' atrás si tú me quieres. Pero si tú no quieres, a mí me sobran las mujeres. Recuerda que de amor nadie se muere. Nadie se muere después que lo supere. Tú eres pa' atrás si tú me quieres. Pero si tú no quieres, a mí me sobran las mujeres. Recuerda que de amor nadie se muere. Nadie se muere después que no te voy a negar que me hace mucha falta. Te sigo esperando pero tú te tardas. Rezo un padre nuestro y un ángel aguarda. Si yo fuera otro deseo con rayos. Ahora que estoy en baja te pusiste en alta. Diciendo a todo el mundo que te tengo harta. Voy a romper tu foto, recuerdo y carta. Y me voy pa' la calle y si tú quieres pues brinca y salta. Hey, hey, yo sé que tú me quieres, yo también te quiero. Si algo te pasa en la calle me muero. Dale vuelva a casa y recoge el reguero y pichea los cueros. Porque gracias a ti ya no soy pistolero. Por culpa de tu orgullo que me desespero. Si quieres regresa, bebé, sabes que yo te espero. Real G for life, manego. Hoy yo compré una seta pa' fumar. En ti no paro de pensar, es que no te quiero
No estás
olvidar.
entendiendo lo que te estamos queriendo decir.
Desde que tú no estás me va muy mal. Solo quiero que regreses, que sin ti no puedo estar. Si tú quieres, tú eres pa' atrás si tú me quieres. Pero si tú no quieres, a mí me sobran las mujeres. Recuerda que de amor nadie se muere. Nadie se muere después que lo supere. Tú eres pa' atrás si tú me quieres. Pero si tú no quieres, a mí me sobran las mujeres. Recuerda que de amor nadie se muere.
And I was muted. That's all good. I was just saying good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Going to start another stream right here of painting minis. Woman of few words. Today, we're just going to keep it simple. I've got a Dreadnought from Warhammer 40k. As you can see, it's got a nice 70 millimeter base. And it's going to be drawn, painted up for the Shadow Keepers faction. My internet seems pretty choppy today. Whatever. We're just gonna make the best of what we can, right? So, hello, welcome. Let's have some fun, right? Let's see, gonna start off with some gold. Most of today's mini will be painted with some gold. All right, I like to start out of the way. Nobody can really notice in case I mess up. So we're starting at the shin with this nice gold-plated insignia, if you want to call it. And of course, I already got out the line. There we go. If you're watching the show, give a hey. Otherwise, anybody rewatching this broadcast is just going to be like, oh, she's all by herself this whole time. That's okay. Hello, hello Pink Pufflet. Thank you for joining me for today's broadcast. As you can see, I am concentrating very heavily on making sure the gold bit stays on the wings and not in the cracks. And that's okay, I got a little bit in the grooves in between. But I can make that go away later with a little touch up. But for now, I'm trying to be as accurate as possible with a tiny paintbrush and a steady hand. And it's not easy to have a steady hand when you're 2 cups of coffee in. It's coming up pretty good. I keep getting in between though. That's okay. Just gotta make sure there's enough gold. Looks pretty good so far. You like it? It's so relaxing. Yeah, I thought the lo-fi music would be nice. Excuse me. Cheers. Some coffee. All right. And now the other shin. Let's go. Very gently start from the bottom and work my way to the top. There we go. I like to clean it up when it's a little too out of the lines. Cheers. Oh, I keep getting out of the lines. There we go. Better. I'm gonna need more gold. Gotta go easy on it. Can't glob it on, especially the metallics. Shaky hand. Much sloppier on this side than it was on the other. Slow down. All right, that's how this coming. Gotta kind of flip it a little bit. Can everyone see okay? There we go. I have a bad habit of pulling the figurine off screen so I can see it better. If you guys can't see it, then what's the point? There we go. We're coming out good. Alright, as you can see, we've got the two shins already. That's a good start, although I feel like the paint on this side is much more thin than the other, so let's kind of lay it on a little bit more, just very gently. I keep going out the lines. That's okay, we'll be going back to that area. Pufflet, you're so sweet. Thank you for joining me today. Can we see okay what's happening? I'm doing this very small cross right here. Pretty good so far. Because for those of you who can't see at home, maybe you can, there's a lot of ornate details. I do not have the eyesight like a hawk, but they're not bad. I try to take good care of my eyes, you know. Eat carrots, wear some glasses. Do not strain them too much, but doing this definitely will. My back is killing me, guys. I've been hunched in painting. Alright, here, tell you what, I'm not even going to use the tiny brush. We're going to use a slightly bigger brush for the chest insignia. I don't want to ruin my tiny brush on the small details. Can you guys hear me burping? Because I am. Alright. Let's see if this is a good paintbrush to use. Here we go. Yeah, we're going to go in on this double-headed eagle. Anybody who knows Warhammer 40k, you got this double-headed eagle everywhere. There we go. Just lay it on nice. It's actually not very thick. I've watered it down a little bit. And we're going to just go up in here. There's one part I should have not painted. It looks better unpainted, so I'm just going to take my little wet brush and kind of clean it, give it a little scrub. There we go. That's how I fix a paint job I don't like. I try to get it while it's still wet with a wet brush that's clean. There we go, see? And that's how you fix a mistake. And now we're going to go back. Keep painting. Alright, looking pretty good. Making sure that gold gets everywhere it needs to be and not anywhere it shouldn't, right? So I even got to get the other side of this eagle head right here. Right here. There we go. Nice. That is one clean coat of gold on that eagle there. Look at that. Pretty. I'm kind of bothered. I got to go back to this shin because this one looks so pale compared to this one. I don't think you guys can tell on camera, but I can at home. Let me go back and fix this coat. Good Lord. This is far too thin. There we go. Much better. All right, pretty good, pretty good. I'm actually going to use some black to fix those in between spots a little bit right now, just so you guys can see it. Taking some black paint, I'm thinning it out pretty good. I'm actually going to go in between and fix those golden spots I shouldn't have painted. I can always go back and do it again. There we go. Everyone see okay? And of course, for anyone in the know, I will be using Nuln Oil anyway. But when I kind of mess up and go out of the lines, I like to fix it with a little bit of black and go back over. And I thin down the Abaddon black really thin, really thin, because it doesn't take a lot to help fix a mistake when the figurine's already pretty black anyway, like this one. So here we go. I'm going in, I'm making sure in between the wings it's nice and cleaned up. I'll go back over and fix some of the gold again. We'll have a nice clean look to this Dreadnought. There we go. Coming out good, do you think? Yeah. Noise. Looking pretty good. And see, I'll do a little bit of black right here. All right, pretty good so far. And another break just to get some coffee. All right. There we go. You were straighten out toothbrush with your mouth. Not the best thing, but all right. Do the shoulder blade right here. Has this nice insignia. Oh, thank you, Pink Pufflet. I'm glad you like the lo-fi. Yeah, I didn't want it to just be plain quiet because that would drive me mad myself. I gotta have some music on. There we go. Making good progress already on this guy, I'd say. You know, I'm gonna have to do his blade right here. It's gonna be a lot of golds and silvers with some red embellishment, I believe. Yep, I'm just gonna keep going. It's gonna be really pretty, really shiny when we're done. Too much watered. All right. Your gold was too watered down. I think it looks good now. Okay. I'm going to do some of the sides right here. Ooh, pretty. I love it when it's like just that satisfying. There we go. There we beautiful. A little bit of black. Beautiful. Okay. All right, there we go. Gotta stop hunching over for a moment. Oops, somebody's calling me. One moment, everyone. All right, thank you, everyone. Sorry for when the figurine goes off screen a few times. I really gotta try to see some of these finer details. I was doing the garland on his head. Yep. You know, the small stuff. I think I'm gonna make this mouth cage this great gold too, just for the fun of it. And see, I'm kind of lightly brushing against the grain. I'm not really getting in to all the fine details, so then that way when I shade it, it looks like there's some depth to it. Cool. Yeah, this is coming out good. Gonna get some black. Throw that in. Alright, there we go. How's everyone doing today? I know Pink Pufflet's hard at work. They got you watching meetings? Attending meetings? Whew. Alright, we're doing good. Let me get some of the gold down here. Prepping for meetings. Yep. Yep. All right. Now this is the hard part, right? So here's what I'm doing. For anybody that's curious, I'm laying the model on its side so I can kind of see it a little bit better. I'm taking a very light amount of paint, and I'm kind of not going downward with my paintbrush, like I'm not. I'm kind of go sideways and get some of these details. There we go. See? So I'm not painting downward directly onto the model because the tips of paintbrushes aren't so good sometimes, but I'm scraping it along horizontally. See, there we go. It's so small. Why'd they make the details so small? And of course, I'm still getting out the lines. Here, I'm going to use a smaller paintbrush. First, I'm going to clean it up with a little bit of black. It's giving it kind of this aged look, which is pretty cool. Can everyone see okay? Tiny details. All right. Can everyone see okay? detailing look at home. I think I might paint this solid red. I may paint that red. It's interesting, the different ways one could paint this kind of model. See what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do one of my favorite things. I'm gonna dry brush this with a little bit of gray, so some of the finer details can pop out. We've got some long beard gray. It's a dry paint. What does dry paint mean? I will show you in one moment. For those of you that don't know, it's clumpy. It's dry. It's really just pigment in a bottle. I'm gonna wet it a little. There we go. Put it on my paper towel. Okay, I got a little bit of white on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna kind of play with some of these edges. Bring all those details out. Yeah, look at that. And the reason why I'm doing this now is because I'm going to do some silver accents on things. I'm going to shade this, do more accents, and I like to have a little bit of a dry brush early in the process because then I kind of clean over it. But you still get that 3D look. See, look, I can really see some of the finer details coming in now. You see okay? Can you see his hands? Can everyone see the details coming in? I mean, we're making this model look a little aged, but I'm going to clean it up with some Abaddon black. And it'll just look shaded pretty well. Some silver, some null oil, some red will really finish up this figurine. I've been getting so many errors on my internet today. 8 minutes ago. All right. Can everyone see okay? I'm sure y'all can. I've only been doing this like for an hour now. I'm already tired. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we're still dry brushing a lot, if anybody's watching. Just bringing out these details so they pop. This is ironic because I'm just going to cover it in more paint all over again anyway, but a thin amount. It'll look good. Alright, more dry paint. Oh, my Wi-Fi stopped. Where'd my Wi-Fi music go? This is Twitch soundtrack, everybody. Well, I want music. There we go. When you get so engrossed, don't even remember that your music's not playing. Alright. More coffee. Getting tired, but we're gonna plug through. I'm gonna add a little bit of white to this dry brush. We're gonna go extreme in some spots. Let me see, there we go. So I can really see. There we go. That's coming out real good. All right, pretty clean. And then it looks a little grungy. But it looks good. We got some shadows and highlights added. Yay! Look at that. Now you can actually see all the details in it. Why did I do that? Because I'm going to add some depth to all of it soon. Just trying to even out some of the highlights. It's a little too bright over here. There we go. Clean that up. Alright, looking pretty clean. Sweet. Who's texting me? Oh, good morning and happy Monday to my friend the Noel King. Let's see if he wants to tune in. All right. So, how's everyone today? I'm sure everyone's good. Did everyone have a good weekend? I did. Didn't really do anything, but that's what made it so good. I'm applying some red to my palette. I'm going to go over a few things in red. I think I'm going to do this shoulder pad in red right here to kind of match this whole Shadow Keeper's motif. Just thin it out. I'm going to make sure it kind of hugs part of the shoulder blade. Or the shoulder pad right here, I mean. There we go. We're cleaning up. We're cleaning up. Can everyone see okay? Nope. Probably not. Not when I cling so tight to my figurine. There we go. Oh, hello, Moon Rover. Thank you for tuning in. I know you're busy at work. We got two great friends hanging out in the chat. Pink Pufflet and Moon Rover. All right. Alright, and I'm making sure that this pigment doesn't pool too much. There we go, spread that out really nicely. Alright, here we go. I'm going to have to let it dry. I'm just making sure all that wet pigment doesn't pool in one area too long on the mini. That's the thing, is that like sometimes you're just constantly painting and just constantly shifting pigment around just to make sure it doesn't ruin the model. There we go. Alright, just making sure all that pigment's thinned out. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. A nice shoulder pad right there. Alright. I'm not cutting myself, I'm just putting some paint on my wrist. All right. How they're looking so far, guys. I think I'm about to ban somebody for advertising on my page. Block. Delete yourself. Whatever. Anyway. We having fun, guys? I am. Alright, looking good so far in that first layer of paint for most everything. Let's take a quick stretch. Everybody can join me in a nice stretch. We got our Dreadnought looking pretty good. If anybody wants to really absorb the look, I'll put a little dot of red right in the center of this insignia. Look at that. Pretty. Now, mind you, I'm going to be going back over a lot of these details. In fact, I'm going to start with Nuln Oil. Just cover it in Nuln Oil. That's what we like, right? This is what everybody's been waiting for. I'm going to cover it in Nuln Oil and a little bit of Requiem Flesh Shade on the gold parts to give it a red tinge. Is it illegal to put shade two things at the same time? Let's see. Let's start with the bottom. Get a shade down here. Look at that. Oh, I love those shades. Look at that. Oh, looking so good. But my problem is I'm worried that this paintbrush has too much metallic in it. So I'm going to use a different paintbrush. Oh yeah. I'm doing it again. I'm holding the figurine off screen so you guys can't see it. It's not good of me. Here we go, that Nuln Oil. Let's pray it doesn't drop. Look at that. Look at that difference. Making sure all the pigment is kind of spread, doesn't pool too much. But I do like to lay it on thick. And you do want to lay it on thick. Make sure it gets into all those nooks and crannies, because it's when it pools into those little nooks and crannies does it create that 3D effect. But you don't want it to pool too much, or else it gets just kind of gross looking. It doesn't really give you the desired effect. So watch, you see how this, you can really see the details. And this one, you can see it's kind of pale. Now watch how the details are going to come out. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to pull it away. Don't let it pool. Here we go. We're going to kind of shift the pigment around. Soaking it up, and I'm moving it. Soaking it up. And see, I even put some back over on this side. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what we signed up for. Not really looking. Oh shoot, I used the wrong brush to clean. Let's see, that's why we always gotta pay attention. Alright, there we go. Hello, Lily. Thank you for lurking. You feel free to take your time. I'll be here. You got a good crowd today. Thank you all for tuning in. Can everyone see okay? There we go. I'm just throwing some shade. Just putting shade all over this model. Pretty much in almost every nook and cranny I can. And that's at least all the Nuln Oil. I'm going to throw on a little bit of Reckless Flesh Shade on the red bits, on the gold bits, I mean, to give it a red kind of tinge. So here we go. See this? There we go. Putting some Reckless Flesh Shade on that area. Did my Wi-Fi or did my lo-fi go out? Nope, there we go. Wow, okay. So this is a good time to leave off for a moment. We usually like to take a break when things are drying, when they're shaded. You really observe the model so far. It's coming out pretty good. And we stretch. We have 4 viewers? Wow. Hello. So, man, I've been doing this for an hour and a half. Oh, and we're still stretching. In the meantime, while this is drying, I can show you guys. We were working on Trajan Valoris for one of our first episodes. Actually, it was the very first episode. Here's how he came out. Here is a Shadow Keeper that I've been working on. Well, he's pretty much done. And so that's why I am painting Mr. Dreadnought in the same fashion. He's going to match the army. It is going to be challenging getting some of those finer details, but that's what we're here for, right? Getting some of those small bits. And so another stretch. 5 viewers. Hello, everyone. Who else is here? Make yourself known. Say hello. We are painting a Dreadnought. I'm letting the shade dry for a moment. We're going to be going over a lot of these details. The gold will pop a bit more. Might even dry brush it a little bit more. We're going to do some of the fine silver detailing as well. And, yeah. So far, so good, I'd say. Gonna give it some more time to dry, I'd say. Clean these paintbrushes. Yep. Pretty good detailing so far. See if you want to look over here. Put some more red on here, make it really pop. Alright, coming out good. There's a bit of a streaking. I don't know if you can probably see on this, but that's okay. Needs a dry bit. It's coming out really good. Oops. Alright, so everyone can see I'm going to get inside the eyes. Let's be careful. Unfortunately, I think some of the too much shade is still inside the eye, so it's not coming out the way I want it. There we go. Spread that out a little bit. I'll use a finer brush too. Oh, that's coming out good now. Now we're getting some good eyes. I'm going to throw in just a touch of orange to make it pop. When I say orange, I mean Wild Rider Red, as they call. Let's see. Yep, there we go. These eyes are coming out mighty good. Oh yeah. I mean, like, I really had to get in for his eyes. So we got it. Oops, I'm doing it again. Y'all can call me out when I do it, when I'm pulling my figurine off screen. I'm working on this ribbon. I'll be honest, I actually love these ribbons, like when they do this in 40K. I know it's kind of a pain in the butt to paint, but I mean, like, that's the challenge, right? That's the fun of it. Pretty. Alright. Coming out good, coming out good. All right. Thank you, Pink Pufflet. I know you're busy with your meetings. It's okay. Just, hey, you're here in the background. That's kind of all that matters. I mean, we're going to write that in case you can't see. Yay, there we go, guys. All right, now I'm going to clean up some of this area where I had gotten out of the line. I'm out of line. There we go. Just kind of clean that area up a bit. Clean this area up a little bit. Pretty, pretty. Noise. So far, so good. All right, and we're gonna start at the beginning. And I'm gonna paint those shin pads again. Nice bright shaded gold. Because I had painted them once. And I threw some shade to age them, and now I'm going to paint them again to bring that color back out. So here we go. Everyone see okay? Look at that. All right. How are we doing, guys? Can we see this okay? This shiny shin guard. There we go. That's pretty. That's actually pretty. Pretty. Alright. Now the other side. Can we see okay? Huh, how are we doing? Looking good? I'd say so. And for those of you that missed the first part of the programming, this is basically what we did before anyway. I'm just going to fill that in. I had it open before, but whatever. There we go. There we go. Gotta get every little angle of this. Because sometimes you look at it from the side and it just looks incomplete. Like a coloring pad that doesn't have everything colored inside the lines. Alright, looking pretty good. I'm gonna take another break Might add on some silvers. No, I think I'm going to add on some gold, actually, to this little embellishment before I switch to silver. So let me get more gold. Oh my god, it's almost 11. We've been doing this for about almost 2 hours now. And you guys are still with me. Thank you. All right. All right, another sip of coffee. Cheers. Okay. Vertically, you don't draw vertically, you kind of do it from the side, horizontally. So let's watch this technique if you've never attempted something like this before. In fact, I'm even going to move my paints. Here we go. Ready? And I already fucked up. Okay. There we go, there we go. My lo-fi stopped again. But I'm too committed to the design now. Come on. And there we go, we did it. See, there we go, we traced the line. There we go. Wow. That's so pretty. All right, let's bring that Wi-Fi, that lo-fi, I mean, back on. Come on, Beats by soundtrack by Twitch. Oh, we already got that one before. Alright. I think we already heard this one. I can't be sure. Whatever. Alright, flip the figurine over and we're going to do this again. Make sure, can everyone see okay what I'm doing? Ah, I can't even see what I'm doing. There we go. Alright. Do you see how I'm painting horizontally and I'm not stabbing vertically? Alright. There we go. Everyone see okay? Look at that. Tiny detailing. It's my favorite part. Ah, brilliant. Came out good. I might have to do this a few more times just to get it to really pop. I really like it when the gold accents pop on a figurine like this. Do it over here. Whoops. Went a little out of line. There we go. Alright. I can see the tiniest bit of fuzz on my brush, so it's going to ruin it. There we go. Alright, try again. All right, and so how much of this model will we be able to get done by noon today? We have 1 more hour. I'd say we're doing pretty good progress. I'm finding areas that I want to embellish more. There we go. Can everyone see okay? Am I pulling the model too much off screen? Probably. When I look at it like this, I forget. You guys can't see it. Ah, coming out pretty good, pretty good. Not trying to toot my own horn. It's just when you have a lot of small details, it's good to know that you're on the right track. All right, coming up pretty good. All right, I did see the gold embellishments on the side over here. I think some of these other embellishments, I'm going to make them silver. All right. Look right here. All right. Huh. Good progress. So one thing we haven't done yet is add silver embellishments. But once again, I'm going to stretch because it's 3 minutes till 11. Turn my camera a little bit. Turn this camera a little bit. There we go. Straighten everything out, including my back. Oh, how's everybody? How are my 4 viewers? Good crowd. We got Biggie Sweats in here, really? Gotta say hi, bro. All right. Where's my tiny brush? It's the tiniest brush. I got more tiny brushes coming in tomorrow from Amazon. I'm ordering just like double zeros. All right, here we go. It's in the silver. A silver embellishment. We'll be going on these hips, I suppose you want to call them. These haunches. It's funny because you kind of really can't see it, but it does make a difference. The thing is, I'll probably be adding more Nuln Oil later and then re-highlighting some of these pieces again. But that'll probably be after the show's done. So here we go. Ding. Spreading around some Abaddon black. There we go. Let's go back. If you're watching from home or from work, give me a hello. Can everyone see? Got the embellishments coming along. Oh, shoot. A little too golden. I'm gonna clean that up. Got a little metallic on the parts I didn't want it. That's what we do. We just adapt, right? And clean it up and try again. I was trying to touch up my mistakes and then I made a bigger mistake. It's looking fine now. I think I washed it all away. some of that. Yeah, some of you guys might not be able to see it at home, but over here on my end it looks good. I got the silver on these little studded areas right here. And I'm going to be adding some more Nuln Oil, some Abaddon Black to make the darker parts dark again. Let's see, we got this part on the side for some embellishment. Right. I want to say hello, everyone. I know I've got a full chat room of quiet people watching me in the background at work. Just still want to say hello. All right. Silver on this gun. I think I need a bigger brush for the silver right there. Warhammer 40K. Does anybody here play it? Not me. Meeting is over. Yay, I have used myself again. You haven't really missed much. I've just been painting the same thing. But he has been making good progress. He's really come to life, hasn't he? Paint some of the silver up there on his weapon. Shake that paint. Alright. I'll do the silver on this pad too. Haha, thank you, Pufflet. Yes, you've been here since I started, so you definitely can see the process or the progress. Both. I always love giving like these Warhammer weapons this gunmetal look. I kind of take the silver paint, lead belcher, and I kind of dry brush it as if it were Necron compound, which is ironic because I do have Necron compound, but it's a little too shiny. There you go, and I kind of just scrub it on. And just take it. There you go, I'm just scrubbing it on. I'm not even really painting, I'm just kind of scrubbing the paint on in circular motions. Kind of gives it a more natural, kind of gritty effect. And then I clean up certain areas, like where the blade is. You see, it's not really perfect. Yeah, that's coming out good. Nice. And what I might even do, I threatened to do it, and I might do it, is dry brush this thing a little bit more, just so I can oil it a little bit more. Throw some shade on there again. All right. Here we go and see. Yeah. I'm going much lighter than I did the first time around. All right. Yep, looking good. I'm going to put some of the silver on these pipings, these tubes. Just looking over the model. It's always the fun part, right? Making sure you're not really missing anything. All right. All right, it's 11:16. God, time flies. Sometimes I look up and it's only been 5 minutes, and then sometimes I look up and it's been an hour. Right now we've been painting since 9 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. So this has been a few hours work of progress. Making sure I get all those small details. All those fine embellishments. Because for a machine of death, this model really does have a lot of beautiful embellishments. Alright, all this swirly Art Nouveau looking stuff right here. And see, it doesn't pop out so much, right? But then I'm going to put more of that Milne oil on and really give it that je ne sais quoi. Pink Pufflet's like, oh my god, I realized the time. Yeah, I know, right? It's been a day. Now, I can technically work on this all day, but I will probably need a break. So that's why I'll stop streaming at about noon. Order some DoorDash for lunch. Now, if any of my audience can see anything at home, is there anything I'm missing? I don't really think so. I just think it needs another coat of nun oil because I like that. Anybody paints Warhammer models, they know that nun oil is like the best cheat ever. Oh my gosh, another stretch. Hello, 5th viewer. Who are you? Make yourself known. I say hi. I'm Sabrina. It is 11:20 Eastern Standard Time in Florida. In fact, I'm going to add a little bit more silver embellishment where I can. Oh, Alice, my cat, says hello to all the viewers. He's waking up now. Oh, Alice, don't tug on me right now, girl. No. I need more gold in this area. Can everyone see okay? Am I pulling it back too far again? Just want to say hello to all my viewers during this lull. I know I've got people tuning in from Florida to Seattle. Let's see. Fudge. I painted too much. I painted on the part I didn't want to paint on. Typical me. There we go. Clean that up. Oh no, I used the wrong one again. There we go. Polish that off real good. Ah, looking good. Hello everyone. How are you liking this Dreadnought so far? We kind of started from scratch today. I need to figure out how to use my camera better. There we go. We got silver embellishments. We got gold embellishments. We've got red. It's supposed to be shadow keepers. We're going to add some more Nuln Oil. You see it looks kind of flat. So if you're just tuning in, welcome to the best part. It's the Nuln Oil shading part. Yay. Make yourself known. Please say hi. I am broadcasting live from sunny South Florida. All right. Does everybody like how satisfying Nuln Oil can be on a miniature? We're going to find out. Look, we got that blade. And we're going to really, oh yeah, coat it. There we go. And you can see those pretty embellishments on there now, huh? I'm going to get it all over this blade right here. In fact, I'm going to hold the Dreadnought by the base so everybody can see. There we go. Make sure it gets into those grooves. Gives it that good gunmetal kind of finish. Same thing for the other side. You want to make sure the blades kind of match up evenly. Look at that. You can see the grooves in there. All right. Oh yeah. You can get that Nuln Oil right here in his arm gun, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure there's a name for it in 40K, but I don't know it. I just know we're working on a Shadow Keeper's Dreadnought. I'm gonna get into that shoulder pads, yeah. Get into that backpack. I had just done some silver embellishments on those pipes, and now you can see it really come out. Into the vents of his power pack. That shoulder blade right there. Shoulder pad. Yep, looking good right there. Coming out clean, clean, clean. We can really see the studs in the leg right here now because of the Nuln Oil. Making sure all those fine details really pop. Like to get on that hip area right there. Right here. Under the armpit. But I'm skipping over the eagle because I'm going to do that in Reikland Fleshshade. Because you want kind of a red tinge for gold. You could add Nuln Oil on gold. I like to do that sometimes. Gives it a really aged kind of look. But I don't want it to look too aged. I'm kind of making everything else look aged. I want the gold to kind of look, I don't know, rich, if that's the word. There's going to be a little bit of Nuln Oil on this eagle, but that's okay. Yeah, get that on top. Get that on top of the vents. Make sure it doesn't pool too much. This is the second time I've been shading this model, actually. You can even see half the model right here. Half the model right there that needs to be shaded. So satisfying. All right. Oh man, 30 more minutes already? Did we make good progress, you guys think? I want to make sure I get the non-oil on these studs right here. There you go, see? Like when it pools around the studs, it really makes them come out. All right. Once again. Yes, it looks shiny. For sure. That's exactly the kind of effect I'm trying to go for. It really makes it pop. Because now, you know, you can really see the embellishments right here. You got the bright studs right here. And then you got the little embellishments. You got these knee pads. And I'm just going to keep going back over it. And then I'm going to paint a little bit more of the highlights. Bring out some of the colors again. You got this nice red banner on his shoulder pad. On this shoulder pad, you got this nice bright red. I'm going to bring out the red a bit more. Bring out this metallic again. So I'm just going, basically just doing the same thing over and over again until I get my desired effect. I mean, you can see right here, he's got on his white cod piece this nice decorative pattern on his face. He's got the face grate with a garland and the eyes. Yeah, I mean, in theory, it's done, but I'm just going to keep adding the highlights back to it more and more to kind of bring out the detailing. So yeah, so we're going to let that dry a little bit more. And I'm just going to look at you guys. Hi. Drink some more coffee. I hope everyone's having a good work day. Yes. Oh, look, I forgot. I'm multi-streaming for the first time. I got on YouTube. I guess nobody's on YouTube, but everybody's on Twitch. So, hey-yo. Who's in my chat? If you're lurking, say hello. We got quite a few people today. We got Pink Pufflet, Biggie Sweats. I know we have Lily Lavender and Moon Rover. I know Moon Rover's at work, so he's probably only watching and not listen. And then we've got Alice. Alice, she keeps scratching my leg. What baby? She's a good kitty. Alright. I think I'm going to throw on some more red. Make it really come out nice and shiny where it needs to. Alright, you see that? Go back over the banner in bright red. Ooh, Alice, you are just pushing it today. She's scratching me up. Right, there we go. Thank you for everybody who's tuned in today. It's good to know that I'm not alone when I paint this, although I don't mind. My cat, in case you all can't tell, He's really trying to jank up my legs. I got my legs. I'm sitting crisscross on my office chair, and she's still trying to scratch me up for attention. She's telling me it's almost time to tune off, which is fine because we've been broadcasting since 9 a.m. And there goes my Wi-Fi. I mean, my lo-fi again. Alice. Cute cat. Streamer cats, they just want our attention. Alright, where did my music go? Hello to anyone who's watching. We'll probably close this out with some, I don't know, with the EDM I'm going to play. Yo, if anybody uses soundtrack by Twitch, like, I don't know, it's been playing the same music. You suck today. That's something. Everyone see okay? I'm just trying to work on this sash. What I'm going to do is add some shade to the sash to kind of see the folds better on it. Alright, here we go. Oh, my word. This has been quite a lot of work. And we're still not over yet. I'm going to take this gold. There we go. Is everyone see okay? I'm not being too stingy. Alright, we're going to be wrapping up this model for the next 20 minutes. Whether we finish or not, I am done at noon. Hello, Biggie Sweat. How are you doing? I saw you had tuned in. You were lurking in the background this whole time. What's going on? Thank you for tuning in. I'm actually going to be wrapping up this model pretty soon. Doing as much of it as I can on screen for y'all. Meow. That's Alice talking. Yeah, I know, Alice. Yeah, we've been streaming for a bit. Excuse me. Alice, quit pushing me. I got a bad kitty. Quit pushing. Made me mess up. Stop making me mess up, girl. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Get that nice gold embellishment right there. Oh yeah, that's hot. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah. There we go. Pretty, pretty. Sweet. How is it coming along? There we go. It's looking pretty good. Thanks to everyone who's been tuning in, watching this progress. We were literally started from nothing today, and now we're on to something. Just touch up some of this. Alright, we're getting really in there, in those grates right here. It's like a knight, how he's got those, that grate on his shield, on his armor. I don't even know what you call that. Oh yeah. Looking good. Probably throw some more Rickland Flesh Shade into the groove of this until like right here. Alright, almost coming to a close for today's episode. Got about 14 more minutes, I'd say. I'm just applying more shade in areas I feel like it needs it. Although this area is getting a little metallic for my liking. Here we go. How about this? Use a better brush. There we go. Oh yeah. Very nice. And if you're ever shading, it is a good idea to lay it on a little thick so it can really get into those grooves. Oh yeah. There we go. We're almost done. Almost done. Well, it's not going to be like totally done. Talent, patience, and the eyesight of a hawk. You're too kind to me. Oh my goodness. Got 10 more minutes. Let's see how much more I can do. Just touching up some of the spots I didn't mean to be red or metallic or something. I got a little bit of black paint. I'm just kind of getting into the grooves. I'm using it kind of like my own Millen oil in a way. Yeah, there we go. And so I hope everyone has a good rest of their week. I should be tuning in Wednesday evening. We'll be doing the Weird and the Wonderful, hopefully. Moon Rover, if you're listening. And we're both busy, very busy people. So there's always a chance we don't do it, and that's okay. I do want to do Silent Cinema again this month. I don't know when. I'm busy. Streaming is not a full-time thing yet. Would like it to be, though. I'm sure all of us would. Alright. Yeah, man. That is Dreadnought. If I say so myself. Oh, well. Thank you, Pink Pufflet. Hopefully I'll be doing more of these. And I could do them for other days of the week, but Monday is like one of the best days for sure. See, it's funny doing something like this with an audience, because if I do it by myself, I take lots of breaks in between. But with you guys around, I don't feel lonely. I can just keep going, going, going. Look at that. Coming out pretty good. I don't know. Anybody else got any suggestions? I was probably just going to add a little bit more of a light color to this blade right here. Bring it out. But otherwise, I mean, hey, with 8 minutes to spare, I mean, he's pretty much almost done. Let's do some more, I don't know, highlight work. And bring out the color to some of the embellishments. And I keep saying it. Today's word is embellishment. The Dreadnought has a lot of embellishments in his armor. And so for those wondering what I'm doing, I'm just taking some Abaddon Black and I'm kind of going around the pattern. Yes, embellishment. I'm going around the pattern and I'm just kind of treating it like non-oil, like its own shade, and I'm just bringing out the detailing around where it needs to go, making the blacker parts blacker so everything else can really pop. So we got that, we got that. See, maybe if my light wasn't so bright on the model, you guys can see. The important thing is it looks great in person, regardless whether or not the Twitch cameras pick it up. Like, I love the way that this side came out. Like, I barely even need to touch it. Like, the null oil and the silver are really prominent. Alright, 4 more minutes. We're almost done. Like I said, whether we're actually done or not. And we're actually almost done with this thing. I don't know. There's really not much else I can do to it, right? You know? Just keep working on the detailing, I guess. Like these packs right here. I like to make sure that the pipes look prominent. Like that. This is a commissioned model, so I always tend to be a perfectionist when it comes to other people's models. When it comes to my own, that's when I, you know, experiment and do whatever I want. This one, I'm really taking the time to make sure all the little bits look good. Right. And then I don't know what I'll be painting next week. I've got a lot of commissions up. I was originally hoping to paint Moon Knight from Marvel Crisis Protocol, but I've got too many commissions coming up. It was just better to just do this one instead. Oh, people, you are really enhancing their value. They look cheap and now they look intricate. I can actually see the details that were hidden on the base color. Yeah, right? Exactly. Like, now you can actually see that there was, like, stuff on it. You know? There was all, like, these little patterns and things, like these studs. And, I mean, even on the back of his leg, he's got patterns. That's why I kept saying embellishments, because there really are, like, a lot of little embellishments. And now you can see them all. Yes, those patterns look regal. Thank you. Yes, and now I'm trying to make sure that they really come out. Like, you can see this pattern looks really good. And then this one, I want it to kind of match. Make sure that they're equally prominent on both sides. One isn't highlighted better than the others. I don't know if y'all can hear my cat gagging for attention. All right, Alice. I know. Yep. All right. Just wrapping it up. Oh, we got a minute to go. Well, this has been fun, everyone. Let me just do one last touch up here. A little bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Yeah, so I'd say probably behind the scenes, I'll be working a little bit more on some of the smaller embellishment pieces I missed. But for the most part, I mean, you can see this is a pretty complete model. I hope my client will be pleased. It seems like we had a good tune-in followers today. Thank you guys. I try to be consistently here every Monday. I was off when there's spring break because you don't want my pain in the ass kid screaming in the background. No, she's not a pain in the ass, but you know, when you try to stream quietly, it's a whole different story. But yeah, there we go. All right, that's a Shadowkeeper Dreadnought. If anybody wants to hit me up via email, you can hit up soflowradio@gmail.com. Tune in on Wednesday, most likely for another episode of The Weird and the Wonderful. We've got Silent Cinema. We've got Book of Brittany Summers. And yes, thank you all for tuning in. See you guys next time.